So the first point is procrastination is to intentionally put off the doing of something that should be done. Not intentionally, not unintentionally, though sometimes it can be unintentionally, but most procrastination victims, you intentionally put off. Like now, I'll always give example with me. I knew we were supposed to record American Chronicles, but I would say, we'll do it. Just give me some time. Just relax. There's a lot of time, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So, are we still going to do it? We will do it. Just give me some time. Let's do it tomorrow. I'm not ready. Let's do it tomorrow. I'm feeling tired. Let me rest. We're going to do it. Don't worry. You see, so I'm intentionally postponing it. Instead of doing it, I knew. You see, like, nitafanya baadaye. I will. You see? So in the second point, it's, in other words, the act of delaying or postponing something. Like you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to cook breakfast, and you're like, I'll cook it later. You're supposed to wash utensils, you're like, I'm gonna wash them later. You're supposed to wash clothes, like, okay, let me soak them, I'll wash them later. Let me do this and this first, I'll wash them later. You wake up, instead of spreading bed, and let me go and get some sunlight, I'll do it later. Then it's already noon, you haven't spread your bed, you haven't cooked your breakfast, you haven't washed the utensils, you haven't washed the clothes, you see. So you keep on postponing, and you're like, it's already late, so let me wash them tomorrow. It's already late, so let me just cook lunch. And instead of even cooking that lunch, you postpone it. So I'll cook later, let me go and spread the bed. Then you go to bed, you get your phone, and like, oh, this TikTok is so amazing. Let me sit down and watch it. I'll spread my bed later on. So by the time you're through with TikTok, it's already 5 p.m. You haven't cooked lunch, you haven't cooked breakfast, you haven't washed, you haven't cleaned the house, you haven't spread you haven't done anything. Hello viewers, welcome again to Heart with me, Purity Amani, and thank you so much for your comments. I'm very happy reading them, and if I've not replied, don't worry, I'm gonna reply to all the comments. They mean so much. They mean so much to us. Anything, suggestion and everything, we really appreciate. So today we are going to talk about procrastination. And before we do that, I'm going to give you a story about Heart with Purity Amani. So we were supposed to start this program, I guess 4 years ago. That is 2019. Actually, I was to do something called Americans Chronicles. And it wasn't, we were not going to name it as Heart with Purity Amani, no. It was supposed to be American from Meru, American Lady Chronicles. So this is what happened. We would shoot today. Then I was told kesho tunashoot. Then I'm like, okay, sawa. Tomorrow arrives and tutashoot. Aya, tutashoot. Siku inapita. The next day, and today are we going to shoot? Tutashoot to relax. Such a pressure. It went on until one day, somebody, I'm not going to mention the name, took our camera from us. He was a bully, let me just say that, because he felt he had money and all that. So he harassed us. He took our camera. We thought, okay, let me not dig deep into that, but let's say he took our camera and went with it. So after mechukua the camera, I'm like, oh my God, camera ingekuwa hapa, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do this, I'll do that. A lot of ideas here and there, a lot of opportunities, a lot of, everything. So God did his wonders, God did his miracles, na tukapata camera. He got the camera back, and Mfadhili gave us Zuku. And now we have Wi-Fi, we have the camera, and we're not paying for electricity. Oh my God. I'm being pushed. Purity, let's do this. Tutafanya. 1 day goes, 2 days, a month. And it went like that. Actually, we did not do anything constructive with the Wi-Fi. We did not, until problems came, nini ya kufukuzwa and all that. A story that I'll be giving you on the next episode on my story. So after all that, I was like, ningefanya hivi. I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that, but I kept on postponing every day, each and every day. Why did I do that? Was I afraid? It went like that until also 2020, when I realized that we could do now the heart-to-heart with Purity Amani. We got some people, really a lot of people wanted to share their stories, but every time I was, tutafanya, until this day someone tells me that nafaa nitoe kawimbo of Nita, it's because it became a song, and he was frustrated and all that. So he stopped. So 2020 kaisha hivyo, that time of Corona, 2021, 2022, until 2023, when he said, it's either we do it or we forget about it. But by then, I had started realizing that I have a problem with procrastination, the subject, or whatever we are going to discuss today. So by even the time I was telling me, we had actually talked about it on January, until he had to invite his friend. This lady, her name, I'm forgetting her name, she came to visit us, and we just told, ebu ketini mbele ya camera. And we sat, and then we started talking, and I don't know, listening to her and her telling me her story, and me asking her some few questions relating to the story, me suggesting this and this. And she told me, do you know you can be a very good counselor? Do you know you can start a channel that your work will be listening to people, because a lot of people needs to take it away, their stories, everything, but they don't have that person they can reach to. The ones who are there right now, it's hard to reach them. But if you can start, we'll get a lot of people, and you're going to help a lot of people. Then I was like, I was being told that, but it had not sunk in me. But after we talked to her, and I always tell her, thank you so much, because she helped a big deal in doing that. So from there, January, February, something happened that we had to again postpone heart-to-heart with Purity Amani. February, March. So April, that's when he said, no, we have to do this thing. It's a do or die thing. Whether you have transport, whether you don't have, whether you have people, whether you have lights. Actually, if you go to our first episode, that is, I guess, 2 months ago, because heart-to-heart, it's now 2 months ago as I'm recording this. It's 2 months old. Our first episode, it's totally dark. We had no lights. We just used this, the natural light, and this small light that most of mama mbogas use it kwa vibanda. That's what we used. So we said, let's start. If we don't start it, we will never start. We will never do it. So, and by the time we were starting heart-to-heart with Purity Amani, I was already dealing with procrastination. I was doing this and this and this, and which I know most people don't know how to deal with it. And that's why today we're gonna talk about procrastination, how to identify it and how to deal with it, or how to overcome it. So without much further ado, let us go straight to the point. So we're gonna ask ourselves, what is procrastination? And I'm going to describe it in 2 points. So the first point is, procrastination is to intentionally put off the doing of something that should be done. Not intentionally, not unintentionally, though sometimes it can be unintentional, but most procrastination victims, you intentionally put off. Like now, I'll always give example with me. I knew we were supposed to record American Chronicles, but I would say, we'll do it. Just give me some time. Just relax. There's a lot of time, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. So are we still going to do it? We will do it. Just give me some time. Let's do it tomorrow. I'm not ready. Let's do it tomorrow. I'm feeling tired. Let me rest. We're gonna do it. Don't worry. You see, so I'm intentionally postponing it. Instead of doing it, I'm intentionally, I knew. You see, like, nitafanya baadaye. Nitafanya, I will. You see? So in the second point, it's, in other words, the act of delaying or postponing something. Like you wake up in the morning, you're supposed to cook breakfast, and you're like, I'll cook it later. You're supposed to wash utensils, you're like, I'm gonna wash them later. You're supposed to wash clothes, like, okay, let me soak them, I'll wash them later. Let me do this and this first, I'll wash them later. You wake up, instead of spreading bed, and let me go and get some sunlight, I'll do it later. Then it's already noon, you haven't spread your bed, you haven't cooked your breakfast, you haven't washed the utensils, you haven't washed the clothes, you see. So you keep on postponing, and you're like, it's already late, so let me wash them tomorrow. It's already late, so let me just cook lunch. And instead of even cooking that lunch, you postpone it. So I'll cook later, let me go and spread the bed. Then you go to bed, you get your phone, and like, oh, this TikTok is so amazing. Let me sit down and watch it. I'll spread my bed later on. So by the time you're through with TikTok, it's already 5 p.m. You haven't cooked lunch, you haven't cooked breakfast, you haven't washed, you haven't cleaned the house, you haven't spread you haven't done anything. It's not like, tomorrow is another day, I'll do it. You see, then tomorrow you wake up again, and the cycle continues. So you get like clothes, you have 2 months, pile of clothes for 2 months, you haven't washed them. The utensils are there, the kitchen is smelly. You see, you're disorganized there. Your house is disorganized, your bed is disorganized. You're also disorganized because of postponing or delaying. So, after knowing it, let's go to another point of reason people do procrastinate things, or reason people procrastinate. So I'm gonna start with 1, depression. Like me, I'm gonna give an example with me. I got to know that I was procrastinating a lot because I was depressed due to whatever things I'd gone through and everything, losing importance of life and all that, losing meaning of life and all that. So I was depressed, and this depression was causing a lot of, it was bringing a lot of energy draining, and I didn't have enough energy, which was triggering anxiety, So some people can be going, that's why in my last episode I said counseling is very important. You might not know that you are depressed until you start your counseling. So maybe through this counseling, you might know, okay, so I'm depressed. That's why I'm doing a lot of procrastination, sorry. That's why I'm procrastinating a lot of things. It's because of depression. So second point is fear. Fear of failure, fear of if I don't do it right, what will be the repercussion, or how will people see me? How will people talk about whatever I'm going to do? Will I be able? You see, you are that fear, that fear of failing. It makes you procrastinate things. You see. So on my third point, perfectionism. You want so much to do everything in a perfect way that you fear making a mistake. Yeah, you want everything to be perfect. If it's ironing clothes, they are perfect. If it's a business, it's the talk of town. It's perfect. If it's your marriage, it's perfect. You never quarrel, you never argue, you never do a mistake, you never fight. You've never cheated, you've never been cheated on. You're just perfect. If it's raising your kids, perfect. I will tell you, and this is the reality, nothing is ever 100% perfect. It can try to be perfect, but not 100% perfect. So out of fear of doing something without failing or without making a mistake, you end up being a victim of procrastinating. I'm sorry, oh my God. So that is my third point. On my fourth point is distraction. Actually, do you know that our environment can prevent us from focusing on the task at hand? The people you surround yourself with, the things you surround yourself with. You see, like currently in our generation, phones, company, like you see, maybe you're supposed to cook and you have scheduled yourself, I'm supposed to cook by 7 so that tomorrow I don't be late, maybe for studies, work, or meeting or something. Then your friends come and tell you, come, take me somewhere, there's a party somewhere, there's this and this somewhere, let us go. And you go. By the time you come back, it's already 9. By the time you start cooking and all that, so you see now, you procrastinated and it has affected you. So maybe your phone, you're supposed to do something you're supposed to do something, and I'm sorry for that. And you see something on the phone and it attracts you. And you forget what you were supposed to do. So after watching and time is already far much gone, you say, oh my God, I'm so late. I'm going to do it tomorrow or another time. So you see, our surroundings can make us do what? Can make us procrastinate and can make us delay things and postpone them, our surroundings. So it's good also to take note. Okay, from that we go to how to overcome procrastination. How to overcome procrastination. You have already known what procrastination is. You already know what procrastination is. You already know why people procrastinate, reason why people procrastinate things. So let's go to how to overcome procrastination. And number 1, admit that you are procrastinating. I had to admit to myself that, I'm delaying things so much. And remember, time is going. And as they say, time waits for no man. You keep on postponing something that might help you now. Then in some few years, like the other day, I was talking to myself and telling myself, Purity, imagine you started this heart-to-heart 2020. How far would you be? How many people would you have helped? Like I get testimonies every day, every now and then. I'm like, wow. If I had started it 3 years ago, right now, I would have helped many people emotionally, mentally, psychologically, You see, I would have helped so many people. In a way, I regret, and in a way, I don't regret. So maybe if I started it that early 2020, I wouldn't have known what procrastinating do to people, and maybe I wouldn't have helped someone like maybe the way I'm going to help someone today. So what I did, first of all, I accepted. After going for those counseling session, I accepted that, yeah, I'm procrastinating a lot. I accepted. You see, first step, accept. I'm postponing things a lot. I'm delaying things a lot. I'm procrastinating a lot. You see? So after doing that, number 2, keep to-do lists. When I wake up in the morning, I'll pray. After praying, I'll spread my bed. After spreading my bed, I'll remove my pajamas. After that, I'll brush my teeth. I'll wash my face. After that, I'll cook breakfast. After that, I'll clean the house. After that, I'll do this and this and this. To-do list. Have I done this? Tick. Have I done this? Tick. Have I done this? Tick. Very simple. My point 3, take a break. Give yourself a break. Meditate. Try to figure out, get to know where the problem is. I'm not going to dwell so much on that. So, number 4, set goals you can reach. Start with small things, like spreading your bed, bathing, washing utensils, sweeping the house, mopping the house, exercise, small exercise, you see, diets, set goals that you don't go to some things that you cannot achieve. Start with those small things. Then the last point is hold yourself accountable. What do I mean by this? Hold yourself accountable. Like, today I was supposed to wash clothes. I didn't wash clothes, so I've done a mistake. I was supposed to meet so and so. I did not. I made an excuse to procrastinate and to push it, to delay it. I was supposed to take a walk. I did not. I was supposed to do exercise. I did not. So hold yourself accountable for the things that you have not done. So I was supposed to spread bed. From the morning, start. After you write down the things you're supposed to do. If you haven't, go and check. Why didn't I do this? Is it because of a company? Is it because of my phone? Is it because of this and this? Is it because of you see? And also try to compliment yourself after you have done it. Like, oh my God, I've already ironed the clothes. Today I've gone for jogging. Today I've done this and this. So congratulations to myself. Learn to compliment yourself. So I had a question to myself, and I don't know. I guess I will ask you, my family, and the viewers, and you can put it there down on the comment section and tell me, is procrastinating a sign of laziness? To me, I would say no, because you being lazy, you can do something, but in a lazy manner. Like maybe how will I put it? You're supposed to write an essay in 40 minutes. You write it in a whole day. That's being lazy. Because if someone is delaying something, okay, then when he or she does it, she takes the minimum time possible. Then there's someone else who will do it, but he'll take the whole day. You see, this person is procrastinating. Once she decides to do it, she'll do it at once. Once he decides to do it, he do it at once. It takes minimal time possible. She takes minimal time possible. But this one, yes, she'll do it, but she'll take a whole day. She'll even be worse than the person who is a procrastinator. So I don't know. That's my opinion, but I don't know what you think, if procrastination is also a sign of laziness, and if there are effects of procrastination. Yes, they can make you poor, like for example, I can tell you something that happened with me. I was supposed to go for an audition. They wanted someone who could use a Meru accent. And when I sent my voice, they loved it. So they had 3 days for auditioning, and I was supposed to go in between the 3 days. The first day I was like, there is tomorrow, so let me go tomorrow. The second day I said, there is tomorrow, let me go tomorrow. So apparently it was from 8 to 6. So I was like, yeah, let me go tomorrow. The third day, there's still time, until it was 5:30, then I was like, I'm late. Let me try and go and see. So when I went, they were already done with the auditions. They already took someone. And you see, I lost opportunity, and the pay was so good, but I lost the opportunity due to procrastination. You see, there was this challenge also. I'm not going to mention it. But yeah, it really pained me. They needed a short lady. Yeah, I'm short. 4'8", I guess. So they needed a short lady, someone who's a bit thick, and dark one who could do it 1, 2, 3. I sent my video and I was qualified. So I was told to go and be auditioned physically. And due to that procrastination, postponing, I'll go tomorrow, there's still time, I'll go, I will. I also lost the chance, and actually they were paying well, good money. It was good money. Yeah, so I can say that procrastination, yeah, it can mess you big time. It can destroy your life, yes. It can make you a frustrated person. It can really frustrate you. So if you realize that you have a problem of postponing things, it's the high time you seek help and get a professional help, so that you can be able to change. Because procrastination can become a problem, and a big problem if not well taken care of. So I hope I've helped someone. Let me know, and let me also let me see your comments and tell me what you think about procrastination, if it has ever affected you, how you dealt with it. You could be helping someone else. Maybe there are some things that I've not mentioned, and maybe they can help someone. Feel free to write them on comment section, and I'll really be happy. So I beg to stop there for today, and please don't forget to subscribe. It will mean the world to us. If you subscribe, after leaving a comment, you share to people. Share to as many as possible so that you can reach to them. Remember, heart to heart with Purity Amani is where you get to talk without feeling judged or questioned. Till we meet next time, it's bye for now.